Why does it feel like your brain wants you to lose trades? Why does it pull you back into the same mistakes, the same emotional spirals, the same bad decisions, even after you promised yourself never again? Why do you click buy when every logical part of you knows you shouldn't? And why, deep down, does losing sometimes feel strangely familiar? Here's the uncomfortable truth most traders never hear. Your brain is addicted to losing trades. Not because you're stupid, not because you lack discipline, but because your nervous system has learned something about pain, relief, and identity. And once you see this, you'll never look at your trading the same way again. Pause for a second. Think about your last losing trade. Not the technicals, not the setup. The moment you clicked the button. What were you feeling? Pressure? Boredom? Restlessness? A weird urge to just be in the market. That's not random. That's conditioning. And it's running your trading behind the scenes. Let's break this down. Slowly, honestly, uncomfortably. Because this goes way deeper than bad discipline. Number 1, your brain confuses emotional intensity with progress. Here's something no one tells you early on. Your brain doesn't care about profits. It cares about stimulation, especially when you've been trading for a while. At the beginning, everything feels exciting. Every candle matters. Every trade feels important. Your nervous system is lit up. But over time, that excitement fades. So what does your brain do? It looks for intensity, and losing trades deliver intensity on demand. Heart racing, muscles tight, thoughts spiraling. That surge of emotion, that's dopamine mixed with cortisol, and your brain learns something dangerous. Trading feels real when it hurts. So calm trades feel boring. Disciplined waiting feels empty. Doing nothing feels wrong. You tell yourself you're being proactive, focused, committed, but your brain is just chasing stimulation. That's why you overtrade after a loss. That's why you force setups. That's why flat days feel unbearable. You're not addicted to trading. You're addicted to feeling something. And the market gives your brain exactly that. Number 2, losing reinforces your identity more than winning. This one stings, but stay with me. Most traders don't fail because of strategy. They fail because of identity. Somewhere along the way, you formed a story about yourself. I'm inconsistent. I always mess it up. I can't hold winners. I self-sabotage. You say it casually, almost joking, but your brain takes it seriously. Your nervous system loves familiarity, even if that familiarity is painful. So when you take a clean trade, follow your rules, and it works, something feels off. Too calm, too easy, almost undeserved. Your brain whispers, "This isn't you." But when you lose the same way you always do, it feels normal, comfortable in a twisted way, because it confirms the identity you've been rehearsing. And the brain loves being right, so it subtly steers you back toward behavior that matches the story. Not consciously, not maliciously, automatically. That's why some traders sabotage winning streaks. That's why consistency feels threatening. That's why success creates anxiety instead of confidence. Winning challenges who you think you are. Losing lets you stay familiar. And familiarity feels safe to the nervous system, even when it's destroying your account. Number 3, your brain mistakes relief for reward. This is one of the most misunderstood psychological traps in trading. You're not chasing profits, you're chasing relief. Think about this. Before you enter a trade, there's tension. What if I miss it? What if it runs without me? What if I'm wrong again? Then you enter, and instantly, relief. The uncertainty ends, the waiting stops, the pressure releases. Your brain goes, finally. That relief hits like a reward, even if the trade is bad, even if you break rules, even if you know it's wrong. And when the trade loses, the pain spikes. Then, eventually, it's over. More relief. Position closed, pain contained, drama complete. Your brain learns this cycle. Tension, action, relief. It doesn't care that the outcome was negative. It remembers the relief. That's why you jump into trades impulsively. That's why waiting feels unbearable. That's why boredom triggers bad decisions. You're not addicted to losing. You're addicted to ending discomfort. And the market becomes your emotional release valve. Number 4, pain creates meaning when you lack emotional fulfillment. This part is uncomfortable, but honest. Many traders aren't just trading charts. They're trading their emotional life. If you feel stuck, unfulfilled, disconnected, understimulated, trading becomes the place where you feel alive. Winning feels good, but losing feels significant. It gives your day a story, a villain, a reason to ruminate. You replay it, analyze it, beat yourself up. And weirdly, that feels purposeful. Your brain prefers painful meaning over empty calm. So flat, disciplined trading days feel pointless, while chaotic losing days feel memorable. That's dangerous, because now trading isn't about execution, it's about emotional nourishment, and the market is the worst place to look for that. When pain becomes your source of meaning, you'll unconsciously recreate it, again and again. Number 5, you've trained your nervous system to expect chaos. Here's the hidden layer most traders never address. Your nervous system doesn't reset just because you know better. It learns through repetition. If most of your trading experience has been stress, rushing, revenge trades, late entries, emotional swings, your baseline state becomes chaos. Calm feels unsafe. Silence feels wrong. Stillness feels like something bad is coming. So when markets slow down, your body panics. You feel restless, distracted, uneasy, and you look for a trade to regulate yourself, not to make money, to feel normal. This is why discipline feels exhausting, why patience feels painful, why just follow your rules sounds impossible. You're not weak. Your nervous system is dysregulated. And until that changes, your brain will keep pulling you back into familiar emotional storms, even if they cost you money. Now pause. Really pause. Notice something important. None of this is about willpower. None of this is about intelligence. It's about conditioning. And conditioning can be changed, but only if you stop fighting yourself and start understanding what your brain is actually doing. So what do you do with this? You don't try to stop losing directly. That keeps you stuck. Instead, you shift what your brain associates with reward. You train yourself to feel rewarded for not trading, waiting, closing the platform, following rules without outcome attachment. You learn to tolerate boredom, silence, neutral emotions, because that's where consistency lives. And you also challenge identity. You stop rehearsing the story of the broken trader. You start acting like the person who respects process, even when it feels fake, especially when it feels fake. And you regulate your nervous system outside trading. Sleep, movement, stillness, life beyond charts. Because trading cannot be the place where you process your emotions. It's not designed for that. Here's the shift that changes everything. Winning isn't exciting. It's boring. It's quiet. It's repetitive. And once your brain learns that calm is safe, it stops craving the chaos of losing trades. That's when consistency starts. Not because you forced discipline, but because your nervous system no longer needs pain to feel alive. If this hit uncomfortably close, good. That means you're paying attention. If you want more breakdowns like this, the kind that explain why you do what you do, not just what to fix, you know what to do. Take care of your mind. because your charts get enough attention.